Knock this in, 31 pickup right here. Smart! Don't think about our offense. Guard for me, all right? Here we go, 1, 2, 3, down.
Inside Notre Dame Basketball with Mike Brey is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Team Notre Dame members Gatorade, Under Armour, Coke Zero, and Sprint. Inside Notre Dame Basketball is also sponsored by ATI Physical Therapy, Bank of America, CBTS, Xfinity, Meyer, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Sirius XM Satellite Radio, and UPS.
Welcome, Irish fans, to this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Basketball with Mike Brey. I'm Jack Nolan, joined as always by the head coach of the Fighting Irish. A very solid 2-0 week for your team.
You know, Jack, I think we're getting better. I think we use the Michigan State win as a confidence builder, and boy, it comes at a good time of year.
What players took steps forward this week?
You know, two guys really on my mind. Zach August had a great bounce back. He didn't play as well against Michigan State, has played well 2 in a row. Steve Astoria continues to grow and be more aggressive offensively.
When we come back, we'll show you all the highlights of Notre Dame's victory over Fairleigh Dickinson, led by Captain Pat Connaughton's season-high 19 points.
This is Pete. Pete is helping his aunt move, so he's not thinking about tires right now. But if he were, all he'd need to know is TireRack.com. They post their own test results and user reviews, so he could get the right tires for his car in as little as 1 business day. But Pete's not thinking about tires. Pete's thinking it would have been nice if his aunt had mentioned the Minor Bird. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
Now remember, Mr. Scrooge, we can see them, but they can't see us.
Look how happy they are.
With Xfinity, you get the fastest, most reliable in-home Wi-Fi in all rooms, on all devices, all the time.
Connect us, everyone. Hey, Mr. Scrooge.
That's weird.
Bring power to your presence with Xfinity. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for a year. Call 1-855-215-FAST or visit Comcast.com today.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says, I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
You are scoring a ton of points this year. You lead the nation in field goal percentage, but early in the Fairleigh Dickinson game, the shots weren't falling, but your team did not hang its heads.
That's where we've shown the best maturity. I think we've grown in that area. If our offense isn't going well, we still focus defensively. We keep our ball pressure up. We rotate over as a team, and I'm really proud of our group. We still have growth to go, but it's a big area. Pretty good defense right there where we come up with a steal and we're off. You know, that's we've done a great job of that. A good rotation right here. Jaron Grant, we are stealing the ball at a higher rate, and Jaron and Demetrius get their hands on a lot. Great court vision in transition for Jaron to find Pat spotting up and knock down that three-point shot. Against their matchup zone, Steve kicks it. Demetrius probes here a little bit, and what a great cut by a guy who moves well without the ball, and great vision by Demetrius Jackson to find Pat on that finish. Good deflection there. We're kind of off in transition again. Look at us run. Zach running really dragged the defense, and because he ran, he got a dunk and a nice extra pass right there by Demetrius. Pretty good defensive possession here. We're locked in, we're down low. How about this play by Steve Astoria? Not only does he dive, he flips it back to Jaron for the layup. The presence of mind of Steve there is really fabulous. Defending again here in the half court, we get a good challenge. We get a rebound. Always good to see our guards rebound because now he can just go with it. Transition again. We do a real good job finding an open guy, another probe and finish. And that's one thing Demetrius is doing so well this year, getting to the bucket and finishing strongly. Steve with an aggressive offensive move, which we talked to him about. Be more aggressive, look to attack it a little bit. Good help by Martin Gebbin right there. Steve Astoria again with a quick throw ahead. And there's Demetrius Jackson with that strong physical finish for an and one. Great back cut out of bounds. They hurt us twice on that, on an out of bounds situation. Nice little out of bounds play by FDU right there. Ball reversal. Demetrius with a probe, and that's just a man finishing, taking the hit and knocking it down right there. It's given us yet another weapon offensively. Good discipline by Steve here defensively. Demetrius gets the strip. Nice quick outlet by Zach. We're off in transition, and we take what the defense gives us. Jaron settles for that nice 15-footer. Pretty good again. ZA with a rotate and a block, and we're off and running. Nice pass by Demetrius. Great finish by Steve. We've been getting easy buckets in transition. That's a reason why we're scoring that thing. What a hand by Steve right there. And just a really good kind of textbook break. Throws it up to Pat for a finish. Good transition decisions in this game. Something that's really key for us. That's a heck of a drive to start in the second half by FDU. Guy kind of gets by Pat, strong finish. How quick do we get it in, though? We get it in, we're right back down the court. We find Pat spotting up. It's one thing we tried to do a little bit more is just get the ball in on made baskets quick. Good rotation here. We come over, big time rebound. Great to see our guard rebounding, and Jaron gets an outlet, and D with a nice pass. I thought Bird gave us real good minutes. He had a tough game against Michigan State. I thought he really bounced back. Torres with a nice ball screen. Matty Farrell is almost automatic from 15, 18 feet. I don't think he's missed an 18-footer in 2 weeks in practice, Jack. Good challenge of a three right here. Love to see Torres rebounding. He gets it out in transition. That's just a heck of a play by Austin Torres to rebound, outlet, and finish. And I thought a good night for our group in that we didn't shoot it well from three. We still scored the ball well, and we shot it well.
You've shot 50% in every game this year other than the Michigan State game, and you won it. That's the bottom line. There's your final stats from this game. Pat Connaughton, game-high 19 points. Zach August, a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. Second double-double of the season for him. 4 of your starters in double figures. Steve Astoria, just a point below. You're awfully hard to guard.
We are hard to guard, and we're hard to guard because we can pass the ball, and that starting group can really spread you out. Our spacing is great.
Next on the schedule for the Irish, a Tuesday night meeting with the Mount St. Mary's team, fresh off an appearance in the NCAA tournament last season. All the highlights are headed your way right after this timeout.
Hey, Rich, what's on your hand?
My AT&T cell phone bill.
Verizon bill? Yeah. That's cool.
No.
How much are you spending per month?
$110.
$120.
$330.
Yeah.
What if Sprint could cut your rate plan in half and give you unlimited talk and text in the U.S. and match your data?
Goodbye, Verizon.
I am done with AT&T.
Bring in your Verizon or AT&T bill, turn in your old phone, and we'll cut your rate plan in half. Visit us online or visit a Sprint store today.
This is Kenny. Kenny is a dentist, but he races autocross on the weekends. But he's not thinking about his tires right now. Kenny buys all his tires from TireRack.com. Using their exclusive test track reviews, he knows he's always getting the right tires for his car. But Kenny's not thinking about tires right now. Kenny's thinking, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is awesome. TireRack.com, proud sponsor of the Tire Rack SCCA National Solo Program.
Coach, unlike the Fairleigh Dickinson game, your team came out red hot against Mount St. Mary's.
I guess the law of averages, you know, after not shooting it as well against FDU, we got out of the gate great. We moved the ball. I thought we were defending well, but certainly our shots were kind of flying smoothly for us. And, you know, it's a team that went to the NCAA tournament last year. They have a lot of pride. They're quick guys, but we got out of the gate quick offensively. Nice probe by Jaron. We go into the post. I love Zach's tempo here. He looks around. He's got a strong base, and he just finishes around the bucket. No fadeaways for him. No fadeaways. How about this play? That's just a veteran guy. Gets him up in the air, kind of the old give and go that you talked about way back in the day. Great ball screen defense. Zach gets a hand on it. This is a heck of an athletic finish by a big guy. You know, he does some amazingly athletic stuff, but it started with his ball screen show. Steal by Demetrius. We knocked down a three. It's 14-3, and we were very ready to play and energized. Offense here in the half court. Nice read by Steve Astoria, and I love his aggressiveness. Here again, we talked to him, and I think he's growing in that area. Certainly had a pretty good night. He didn't miss a shot. Good defense here. Jaron comes up with it. Look at Steve running, and Jaron finds him. Just a heck of a possession where we just take off and run, and we find that guy right there. Kick out by the Mount. Nice challenge by Martin to come out and challenge Steve with a defensive rebound. Run it again. This is a fun place for us to play in transition. Steve being aggressive. Step up and knock that thing down. Again, ball screen early. They go under. Step up and knock it down. I think we've really seen growth in Steve Astoria as far as aggressive offensively. Nice rotation out of our zone. How about this pass? What ball, you know, just great unselfishness. I mean, that's just a veteran team sharing the ball. Demetrius, early offense, kind of a probe here. That's just a heck of a play. The official actually came up to me and said, I've never seen a move like that. I've never had a ref tell me that. Against our zone again, the Mount drives. We get a hand on stuff. You know, Bonzi comes up with it. How about this play? Just great unselfishness right there. Our big guy making that touch pass to Austin Burgett. Transition decisions. Good read here offensively on an out-of-bounds under situation. Demetrius just with a quick move. Man, is that a weapon for us. Him able to go to the hole and finish and draw the foul. Defensively here, we come over and rotate. You know, we're having to play a little bit of volleyball, but we get a hand on it. And great pass by Steve. One dribble and out. Zach makes a good decision right there. And then we make a great feed right there. That's really 5 guys feeling the game in full court offense and making good decisions. Martin Gebbin with a smart, safe pass. Ball screen by Torres. His old buddy from his hometown hits him on a roll. Austin Torres, I thought, gave us great minutes, continues to develop in that role that we've designed for him. This is Jaron just kind of picking on somebody, you know, kind of backs him down a little bit. Game comes easy to Jaron Grant. Nobody in the country playing better than Jaron Grant right now, Jack. Missed free throw here, but Pat Connaughton does a great job chasing it down, and Eric Katenda with a flush. And it's great to have him in practice and moving around. He's really helped our practices. I thought a good win for us. We shared the ball, something to grow on.
The final stats show the Irish shot the ball very well from everywhere on the floor, led by Steve Astoria's career-high 19 points on a perfect shooting day for him. The former Philadelphia high school star made all 7 of his shots from the floor, including 3 from beyond the arc and a couple from the free throw line as well. It's great to see Steve hunt his shot a little bit.
It's something we started talking about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago. And Coach Inglesby did a great job with him. Be more aggressive. Don't play as safe. You can drive it and go off the dribble just like Jaron and Demetrius, and he's done that.
A lot of people probably don't know this. I remember early in my broadcast career, 30 years ago, interviewing a guy named Speedy Morris, who was the head coach at LaSalle in Philadelphia. Very strong program at the time. He was Steve's high school coach.
Well, to have Speedy Morris as your high school coach and then have a good natural basketball IQ, that's the perfect storm of development, and we're really benefiting from that.
When we come back, we'll hear from the Irish players following their victory over the Mount. Notre Dame's victory over Mount St. Mary's improved the Irish record to 9-1 on the season, a record achieved with the best shooting percentage in the nation and a defensive effort that is 4th in the ACC in steals per game.
We just want to continue to build on, what we got going. We don't want to, get complacent or anything like that. We want to continue to build, continue to work hard every day in practice, and continue to move forward.
You can't focus on me, Pat, Demetrius, or even Zach. Everybody in the starting line is a threat to score the ball. We started running a little bit, and Steve got aggressive, got hot, and started knocking down some shots, and everybody fed off that.
Teammates have been told me to be more aggressive, so just having the confidence from them is big. Making shots when I have the opportunity and being confident that I know I can make it.
With Steve averaging 9.1 points per game, we've already mentioned you basically have 5 starters in double figures, but Steve's also helping lead the way on defense. That may be the biggest improvement for your team this year.
Oh, no question. There is a lot of firepower on that court, but Steve Astoria being aggressive offensively adds to our potent attack. but he is a fabulous defender, and we always put him on the best perimeter player, and he seems to take him away.
It's time now for the ATI Physical Therapy Strong and True Play of the Week. A couple of baskets early in the Mount St. Mary's game that put the Irish firmly in control of that contest. Robinson with the basketball now between the circles. Robinson around a screen again. Zach August shows and makes him lose the ball. August picks up the loose ball. August racing down the floor. August scoops it off the glass and in. That's the point guard he dreams of being at night. And now Jackson with a steal in the backcourt. He fires the three. He knocks it down. Notre Dame leads 14-3. 17:05 remaining first half of play.
Before earning enough cash back from Bank of America to help pay for her kids' ice time. Before earning 1% cash back everywhere, every time.
Close the front door!
And 2% back at the grocery store. Even before she got 3% back on gas, all with no hoops to jump through. Katie used her Bank Americard Cash Rewards credit card to stay warm and toasty during the heat of competition. That's the comfort of rewarding connections. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
Gunderman Group.
Gunderman Group is growing.
Getting in a groove. Growth is gratifying.
Goal is to grow.
Gotta get greater growth.
I just talked to UPS. They've got expert advice, special discounts, new technologies, like smart pickups. They'll only show up when you print a label, and it's automatic. We save time and money.
Time? Money?
Time and money.
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I love logistics.
Welcome back to Inside Notre Dame Basketball. This week's Ask Coach Brey question, presented by CBTS, comes from Bill Oakley in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Bill asks, Coach, how did the trip to Italy help develop our team for the season?
Great question, and the trip to Italy is one of the very top reasons we're playing so well. We're ranked 25th, and we're confident. We needed some basketball this summer to kind of put our group back together, to get Demetrius Jackson and Zach August confident, to get Jaron Grant back in a rhythm. It was unbelievably helpful, and it couldn't come at a better time for our program.
All of your teams, for the most part, have really gotten along well. That chemistry is important. How did the trip help that chemistry off the court?
I think you're doing so much together. The travel, staying together, long bus rides through Italy. It just helps with the camaraderie and the communication. And so for us to have a mini season in August and play some games really is a main reason we are where we are right now as a team.
Now, if you would like to ask Coach Brey a question, all you have to do is log on to UND.com and click on Ask Coach Brey. Irish fans have been very impressed with the contributions of sophomore Austin Torres in recent weeks, contributions that have earned Austin the first opportunity of the young season for an Irish player to run the Inside Notre Dame Basketball Fast Break. Favorite all-time movie?
Glory Road.
First car you ever drove?
2008 Passat.
Get up early or sleep in?
Sleep in.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
Jessica Alba.
Favorite musical group or artist?
Florida Georgia Line.
Who was your role model?
My mom.
Favorite snack food?
Pretzels.
Favorite part of practice?
The end.
Worst part of practice?
Beginning.
Part of the game you need to work on?
Rebounding.
Which is better, knocking down a long three or slamming home a spectacular dunk?
Slamming home a spectacular dunk.
Favorite part of your trip to Italy?
Going to see the Vatican.
Player on the team most like you?
Bonzi.
Team not on the schedule you would most like to play?
Central Michigan.
Best defender on the team?
Demetrius.
Best leaper on the team?
Me.
Best dunker on the team?
VJ.
Worst dunker on the team?
Bonzi.
Best dresser on the team?
Zach.
Worst dresser on the team?
Contender.
Free throw shooting contest. Who wins, you or Coach Brey?
Me.
Confident young man.
Very confident young man. And Jack, he has carved out a role for us that is very, very important. And we saw that developing in Italy. And so to see what he's doing, come in, give us energy, defend, rebound, dirty work. He's embraced that role, and it's very important for this team.
And it's unusual. He's not a box score stuffer. He doesn't get a lot of stats, but he has as big an impact as any player I've ever seen who's not necessarily scoring or handing out assists.
He brings our energy level up. He also is a great communicator. He's a talker, and his voice kind of makes us confident. He's always been a great communicator. He's very important for us moving forward.
We'll be back to wrap things up by looking at the challenging slate of games the Irish will take on during the final weeks of 2014.
Okay, here we go.
Wow!
Cool, huh?
Good job.
Thank you. Okay, let's go inside.
When you get all your lighting and Christmas decorations at low Meyer prices, you can spread the spirit of the season a little further. And the further you spread the spirit, the better the holidays get.
A financial institution is behind many of the milestones in your life. Pick one that sees you as more than just an account number. Own your dreams. Join a credit union today.
It's fun, to know that we'll be able to start 1-0 in the league if we can get a win Saturday.
Great challenge for us. Really looking forward to it, especially getting the ACC season started, especially for Jaren. That'll be great for him. Playing the ACC his first time as a rookie.
It is hard to believe that Jaren has never played an ACC conference game.
It is hard to believe, and I don't think he's going to overanalyze it because he sure as heck's played in a lot of big games for us. But, for us to have a chance to be 1-0 at Christmas in league play, huge. But we've got a heck of a challenge against Florida State, Jack. They are a very good program. They know how to win in this league, and their bodies will be healthy by Saturday night.
And you use the word huge. They are huge, 3 7-footers, and they all play.
They play all 3 7-footers, and the other guys are long and rangy. We are really going to have to do a good job blocking out because they get to the offensive boards.
And look at the rest of that schedule. All of these teams are very talented.
This ratchets up now for us as far as strength of schedule. Purdue is having a heck of a year. They're playing 2 7-footers, but their young kids are playing well. Matt Painter's done a great job kind of rebuilding that and getting them going. Northern Illinois, a very solid MAC program. Hartford on December 30th, they're picked to win their league. So we got our hands full before we get back into ACC play against Georgia Tech.
So in a sense, we always talk about your non-conference season being the time of year where you put the pieces together for your team. Is that process kind of ending now with Florida State coming up and then that game followed by tough games?
Yeah, I think we switch into another gear. I mean, we set the schedule up. We needed to get confident after last year, and I think we've done that. We've achieved that, but we're fully aware that the territory we're getting into, starting with Florida State, is another level, and now we're ready for that.
And you need your fans to get to another level, the Michigan State game level.
Oh, Jack, we need that Michigan State atmosphere. Our six man, our fans made us believe. When we were down 7 with 11 and a half minutes to go and our crowd was still behind us, that's why we finished and won. We need it crazy. Don't we owe Florida State a little bit? They've thumped us in a little bit of every sport lately, so we need our crowd out there.
No question about that, Coach. That will do it for this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Basketball. We will return after the new year as our Inside Notre Dame Football Bowl special will move into this slot next week. Until then, thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Irish. Inside Notre Dame Basketball with Mike Brey has been presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Team Notre Dame members Gatorade, Under Armour, Coke Zero, and Sprint. Inside Notre Dame Basketball is also sponsored by ATI Physical Therapy, Bank of America, CBTS, Xfinity, Meyer, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Sirius XM Satellite Radio, and UPS.